All right. I'll come in with here.
Okay.
All right, here's the secret question. During class, when you say, we're almost there is no there.
There's kind of a there. There's like, maybe like we're there for just like 1 or 2 more breaths. We're almost there. But I guess there really is no there.
I got a real, it's not much further now, Papa Smurf feeling during that class.
Yeah, glad you could
Awesome
be here.
class as always. I'm super excited about the release of the ShakyKnees 2020 lineup. I'm like beside myself, which I knew it would be because it's always good. I want to give you a little rundown of what I'm excited for. So let's go check it out. All right, let's jump right into this. So this is the ShakyKnees lineup poster. It's very interesting. I'm super excited about this lineup. They did something a little different this year because they told us the headliners, the days that the headliners are playing. I don't remember ever seeing them do that before. So let's just take a look at this. You know, I always get excited for the bands in the middle and a lot of the bands that I may have not heard of yet because it's a great way to discover new music. That's kind of me. I like to do that. But there's no shortage of awesome bands that I already have seen before or have been listening to. They have this great resource on their website, ShakyKneesFestival.com, the interactive lineup. Let me zoom out a little here. And what I like to tell people to do that I know, I say, go to this interactive lineup and create an account for the MyFest that's up here, and select your absolute must-see bands. Because I don't know this is a fact, but I imagine if I were the one at least trying to do the scheduling and I had this pool of data from our website of like, oh, you know, most of the people who like the Strokes also like the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and Joan Jett and, you know, whoever else. Let's not make them have a conflict with each other, but maybe people who like Angels and Airwaves don't like, Brittany Howard. So maybe if they play at the same time, there'll be less people upset. So I think it's worth it to kind of go in there and let them know, let the organizers know who you're excited about. Not every single band maybe, but just the ones you really want to see. I think it really helps. Let's dive into some of the bands I'm excited to see, some of the new discoveries. I want to give you an example of why this tool is really cool, though, because if there's a band on here you want to find a little bit more about, it's so easy to just like take a look at the band and like, all right, this band jumped out at me. I'm like, here are the band, never heard of them. Picture, though, I was like, oh, this looks like some sort of weird glam band. Like, what's going on here? And then you read the bio and you find out they're from Georgia and they're like brothers and they're playing like arena rock, experimental alternative and swaggering R&B. So then they have a video like here that you can check out. Let's skip ahead so we can hear some music.
I'm getting back to myself.
I have no idea what's going on there, but it looks cool. So I'm going to check it out. As long as they're not, if there's not a conflict with, a band I must see. If they're playing at the same time as Guided by Voices, well, I'm sorry. Sorry, Hero the band. So that's why I think it's important to go in here and mark the ones you really want to see. Guided by Voices was the first thing I saw when the lineup poster dropped. I didn't even look at the headliners. Like the Guided by Voices jumped out and I just got very excited because this lineup right here is, in my opinion, the best version of Guided by Voices, especially live. That's probably a comment that would get you in a fight. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot of people who agree with me, but like musically and energy-wise and just songwriting output, I I'm so happy about this. I mean, look at this recent festival performance. You could just like, I'll skip down towards like near the end. So good. So good. I mean, it's just, that gets me so excited. Phoebe Bridgers, I'm very excited to check her out. I haven't seen her live yet. Julian Baker and Lucy Dacus have both played ShakyKnees in the past, so I've seen them at ShakyKnees. And so we're basically getting the final piece of the supergroup, the indie supergroup from last year, Boy Genius. We're getting Phoebe in there, and she's awesome. So she's a great songwriter. I've been listening to her music for a long time. I'm glad to finally get to check her out. There's just so much to see, so much to get excited for. As you can tell, I'm electric over this. I've even created my own playlist called SK20 Hype. So if you go on Spotify, check out this playlist. You can go ahead and follow it if you want. I made it public. Look, I got 1 follower already. There's so much. I just took one song, and I took some time. I care about my playlists. I come from the old days of making mixtapes, and like things have to flow properly if I'm gonna make a playlist. I don't like to just throw them together for something like this. And it's really, I've been listening to this for the nonstop for the last few days. Here's a band I never heard of, Cavetown, young kid who kind of like has a Justin Bieber story. Was writing songs and posting them on YouTube and got really kind of popular, and now he's selling out shows all over the world, and he's young and he's talented, and like he's got a good sound.
I'll lose my mind at least another 1,000 times. Hold my hands high, don't let me in another night. I still get a little scared of something new, but I feel
I mean, it sounds good to me. I'm excited. Look at this. Jawbox is playing. I haven't seen them since like 1990, whatever, 97 or 98. Excited to see that going on. It's just a real good mix of indie rock and post-punk and things like that. I'm so excited. So hopefully I'll see you guys at ShakyKnees. It's in May. You can buy tickets. They're pretty cheap. 3-day festival. I think the first tier, the early admission is no longer there. Yeah, I think they were $160 a week ago before they announced the lineup. Now they're $195. Still, I mean, that's less than $100 a day for an amazing time. I would implore you to go and check out ShakyKnees. I'll see you there.